it's like it's crazy how people go out their way just like to, I guess, cause harm on us, man.
I guess in your story, man, I don't even know what the problem would be if you were riding on 95 with your gun in your hand. You know what I mean? Granted, it's not the most normal thing in the world, but if I got on 95 right now and I saw somebody riding down the road with their gun in their hand,
let me go ahead and keep on moving.
I might get over a few lanes, but I mean, until you start shooting, I don't see no crime has been broken at that point. But nevertheless, man, those are all. I mean, they were all good testimonies. You know what I mean? Just as far as how that fear complex even comes about. As being black in America, and even like I said, vice versa, how whites have a fear of blacks in America, which is both fears are very far-reaching, right? It's no surprise that that America was born out of a slave culture, and some of the necessary thought patterns to keep that slave culture going, of course, was that blacks were uncivilized or they were brutes, which is why you hear these officers, when they say they jump on somebody, it's like the black man got superhuman strength. Yeah. You know, you got 7 officers on one man, and they still saying stop resisting. Yeah. Right? Yeah. You know what I mean?
They need to work out.
Like you don't jump on the Incredible Hulk. You know what I'm saying? So those are not new ideas, and it's just so deep seated, right? Like as we all said, my mother gave me similar commands as your parents did. You know, you don't have to work twice as hard. Yeah. Basically that you're a target, and so on and so forth. But I actually thought about those things before they were brought up today. This is actually the first podcast I've ever made notes for, but this is how excited I was as I was thinking of the topic throughout the week. And I was thinking, how do I deal with these thoughts of fear? You know, how do I deal with this stuff? How do I deal with what I've been taught, that I have to work twice as hard, that things are not going to be fair for me, basically? Like going into the fight. Like, what if you going into the fight and you know you about to get screwed? Before you even go into the fight. Yeah. You know what I mean? And just going back on when my mother was telling me I had to work twice as hard, I'm thankful for that, man. Growing up, Trav, you remember Tyler Pearsall?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. We went to school with a white kid named Tyler Pearsall.
He still be at the school every now and then.
Yeah, man. His mama was a teacher, and we were in elementary school with Tyler Pearsall. Mm-hmm. But I ended up going to high school.
Middle school too, right?
I don't know if he went to Duran. Okay. I know he definitely went to Jenkins, though.
Okay.
Ended up going to high school with Tyler Pearsall. And first in elementary school with accelerated reader points. And then in high school, I think I had a calculus class and something else with him. Tyler Pearsall may not know to this day, but he was a sharp dude.
Oh yeah.
He made good grades.
Oh yeah.
He don't know. I was secretly competing with him the whole time. Right? If Tyler made a 96, I had to get a 97.
Right.
You know what I mean? And for me, I internalized what my mother told me, as far as I had to work twice as hard and that things were not going to be fair for me. My mom would also say stuff like, hey, boy, listen, you don't get a college degree? I mean, if you don't get a scholarship, you ain't going to college. Like, I can't afford it. And I did end up getting a scholarship, right? But just things like that, I've always been geared to work harder.
Yeah.
And when I say I'm thankful, man, first of all, I'm just thankful, first of all, for just my awareness of the whole situation. I'm not naive to being black in America. Yeah. It's not good to be naive to something that could potentially be a danger for you. Right? So first and foremost, I'm thankful for the awareness. And then I'm also thankful for the character that the awareness has built. Yeah. All right? It, like I said, man, it has caused me to work so much harder, to compete with myself, to be better, to know that, CJ, you have to do more. Right? And when I'm on jobs and I see how other people are operating, I know that I have to do more. Even if I see how a black male is operating, I say, he ain't got the same awareness I do. You know what I mean? He must not know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But definitely, if I see my white counterpart who appears to be a standout, he may not be aware of it. He or she may not be aware of it. But in my mind, I'm trying to outwork you every day of the week. Because I know if it comes down to it, I'm not going to be judged just on my merit.
Right.
Or, let me not say that. There's a possibility that I would not be judged on just my merit. Because nothing fits everyone, right? You can't make these assumptions as an overarching accusation for an entire culture, an entire race. Because I know some real good white people. You know what I mean? When I got expelled from high school, I met some real good white people at Memorial Day School.
Yeah.
And are they 100? I don't know. But I know they took me in. I got a good education there. I got to continue my football career because I was not going to be able to play football my senior year. Every scholarship offer that I was offered my junior year was pulled. And like I said, my mother had already told me that if I didn't get a scholarship, I wasn't going to college. Well, I got a chance to put more games on film my senior year because of Memorial Day, a white private school. And I ended up getting a full-ride scholarship. You know what I mean? So I'm thankful for that. But just as far as how to deal with being black in America, man, in all things give thanks. That's a scripture from the Bible, man. All things give thanks. And I'll be honest with y'all fellas, man, would I like to be treated fairly? Of course. Am I upset that I'm not? No. I'm not.
Yeah.
I actually like the idea of working twice as hard. I like the idea of whooping your behind twice.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I like the idea of beating you twice over. You know what I mean? I something about the idea of me and you being equal, all things considered, you getting the job and me not, even though I'm just as qualified as you are. Something about that. I like that. It has built a certain kind of character, a certain kind of resistance in me that I'm actually thankful for.
Yeah.
Right? And that listen, bro, for you to overcome 400 years of slavery, you got something ticking inside of you. You know what I mean? Like, you got something inside of you that burns just a little bit deeper than the average man. Because for one race to have to go through something, the other race to not have to go through something, matter of fact, to somewhat be the cause of what the other race is going through, and we both still existing, it's something about that. You know what I mean? So, like I said, man, of course I would. Of course, like I said, everybody wants to be loved, man. Everybody desires to be loved. But would I change it? Man, I had to say that I wouldn't, man. I actually like I said, man, the fortitude that it has built inside of me. Trav, do you think that you would change it?
Man, just sitting here thinking about it, man, absolutely not. Like you said, just that grind, that harder grind, just going to get it. Already having those two stripes, man, and everybody looking at you just waiting for you to fall. You know what I'm saying? Just going to get it. Just to prove them wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a great feeling. And you know, just as far as how dealing with that fear, and man, that goes back to when we talked about it before. When I first really, you know, put it all in with this teaching stuff, this teaching thing when I started at Maggie's. Like I said before, man, I was scared of going there. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm black. I'm a black male. Man, you think these white folks want me in here with their kids? You know what I'm saying? That's how
you were looking at it.
Right, that's how I'm looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know how it is when I'm in the store, I'm at this place, and you walk by a white woman, they clutching their purse, and you know what I'm saying, all of that. So I'm like, I don't know how they gonna take me coming in here. You know what I'm saying? How they gonna feel about having somebody that look like me around their kids all day? But like I said, I went in there and man, those people really love me. You know what I'm saying? And that just made me go even harder, just so I can prove not only to them, but people on the outside looking in that, excuse my language, I'm not just another Negro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, I am black, but I'm way more than that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I would.
The good thing is, Trey, we all way more than that. You know what I mean? Black, white, Latino, whatever. We all the same, dog. You know what I mean? Like, we're literally all the same. We all have the same capabilities. On varying levels, yes. But capabilities, yeah, it's all the same, man.
Even at my school now, man. I think I was telling you about this before. I would have some parents like when they come into school or leaving, like I would wave at them. They would give me that look like, what you waving at me for? You know what I'm saying? And keep it moving. Then coach, the gym coach, he'll be right there, wave at him. Oh, hey coach, how you doing? Stuff like that. I even had one
gym
guy,
coach what?
Oh yeah. I even had one guy tell me one day, I'm standing outside on duty. I think I might have told you this too. I'm standing outside on duty, sun kind of out, so I had my shades on. And the police was actually around the school doing something. I'm not 100% sure what it was. So one of the dudes, I wave at him every morning, never wave back. This particular morning, he rolled down the window. You know what he say?
What?
He said those shades not gonna hide you from the police. Rolled up his window and kept riding.
Oh man.
So when he first said it,
oh my goodness, boy. I would have been 1,000 degrees, dog.
Man, I just laughed, man. That's all I could do, bro.
Right.
I just laughed. And when I seen him the next morning, I still waved at him again.
Waved on at him again.
You know what I'm saying? Just kept doing it.
What kind of character does that build?
Man, it makes me just feel better. You know what I'm saying? And not only going back to what we talked about before, not only does it help fill my bucket, I'm pretty sure it probably helped fill his too. Even though he drive past me every morning and don't wave, and I still wave at him, he probably feels some type of way about it too. I mean, he may not recognize it, but he does.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was it's just dealing with it, man. It's just stuff that it's out of our control. But
some of it is in our control.
Some of it is.
Right. As a whole, though, you're definitely right.
Yeah.
As a whole, it's outside our control. As our own personal experiences, which is within our control. Mm-hmm. Hey Jarvis, would you change the way things are if you could, as far as how you're perceived as a black male in America? Would you change it? Like if things could be better and things could be fair, and what do you think about that?
That's a good question. I would say before like analyzing everything, I would say yeah, I would change it. But then I think more and more about it. Like I kind of wouldn't change it. I kind of will let things kind of stay the same, see how it play out. Like, cause only thing is wrong with this picture, like black and white, is just the other side just don't understand. So it's just trying to help them kind of understand.
The other side don't understand what?
Like, I remember like in high school, like of course, like I went to two high schools. I went to Savannah Christian and then I went to Groves. Like going to Savannah Christian, that was like my sorry to say this. That was my first time being around that many white people.
Oh yeah, I was saying when I went to Memorial Day School.
Right, when I walked through that door the first day of school, I was like, "What did I sign up for?"
Yeah.
And like growing up, and kind of still to this day, I'm still trying to get out of it. I think I told you the other day, like growing up, I'm scared to talk to white people. I try to eliminate less interaction as possible. But like, I remember like one of my teammates one day, we was in the locker room and right before a game, some people, was in their section jamming their country and some people was in there jamming their rap. So some of the side was jamming their rap. It was like, man, y'all alright with me. Like, it's just that I know some of my friends that don't like, black people or like other races. The reason, what they tell me is, what we talk about is that they don't understand y'all. Like, so I feel like what's taking place now, like especially like with Colin Kaepernick, just building more awareness, just try to help them understand.
And what are we? Help them understand. What would they have to come to understand?
That cause some people think like I heard the other day, like I think it was a governor said that all black people are enemies. We're not. Like majority of black people well, I ain't gonna say that. All black people, like, they come with love. It's just that, just all have that positive energy and just help people understand pretty much. Like, just to sum it all up. But like, just come with all love. Like, love kill hate. And it's just, I feel like we 400 years ago from now, we came a long way. And I feel like, years ahead of us, we're gonna, do big things. So I feel like I wouldn't change anything really.
Okay. All right, man. Good conversation, fellas. Just as far as I know we shared a few experiences, but I could probably think of 10 more without even going deep. I mean, without even really putting any effort into it. I could think of 10 more just right here on the top of my head now, just from talking, that I can go into and this is the way we live, man. But just getting back to the theme of the whole process, man, it's important to be aware of these thoughts that you have going on in your head and aware of why these thoughts are going on and then dealing with them in a positive, healthy way.
Yeah.
Right? First of all, being aware that you may have some kind of fear towards your white counterpart, some kind of hate towards your white counterpart, some kind of anything, right? Some kind of emotion that may actually not be beneficial to you. All right, definitely important to be aware of that, and then definitely important to rechannel that, man. Like I said, man, and all things give thanks, right? Like if I couldn't find anything else to be thankful for, I'm thankful for the opportunity to build character. Because guess what? While my white counterpart does have opportunities to build character, he don't have nowhere near as many as I do. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have this experience that I do, and while. Or I guess a better way to do it, very cliche, but a pressure can bust a pipe, right? But it also produces diamonds, right? It's all about what you do with that pressure. And like I said, my white counterparts have pressure. Don't get me wrong, they do, but man, I got a high rate of pressure constantly. You know what I mean? So I can be formed faster. You know what I mean? And while my white counterpart may have a certain skill set and certain connections that gets him to a place or gets them to a place, man, once my character and who I am as a person gets me there, you will not be able to compete with me in no way, fashion, form. Right? Yeah. So, man, I'm thankful, man. Yeah. And I, like, when I become aware of all those thoughts, I take it back to a point of thanks, man, and to a point of love. At the end of the day, like I said, man, I'm going to love people for who they are, even if they don't know who they are. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to, bro, because Charlie, you just talked about bucket filling. It's beneficial to me. Mm-hmm. Like, listen, dog, even if you don't know that you are loved, I know you love, right? And I know you had a possibility to be. Right. I was talking the other day, man. I told y'all boys I was gonna preach a sermon called what I said it's gonna be called Roses and Cocaine. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Because hey, we say it all the time, man. It's an input-output system, right? Yeah. And it's like fertile ground. Look, like whether you plant a rose bush or a whole field of cocaine, cocoa leaves or whatever cocaine made from, the ground don't care. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's gonna produce whatever you put into it. And I know that just as a human soul, I know what you have the potential to be. It's just because you're showing me cocaine, I know you could be roses on any given day. Right. Right? So I'm always just going to view you as roses, even if you don't view it for yourself. Mm-hmm. Right? So, man, my advice would be, man, just as black in America, man, see the best in everybody, man. Even your white counterparts. See the best in them and stop looking at your situation as a detriment and view it as the opportunity it really is. Mm-hmm. Right? In order to triumph something, you need something to triumph. Mm-hmm. Like you need obstacles. You need those things, right? And black in America, man, obstacles are just tailor-made for us. They tailor-made. Yep. Y'all got anything y'all want to say in closing?
Just like you say, man, just approach every day with that love, man, with that love, and just try to, like you say, be mindful be aware of that fear when it comes. Do the right thing to get it out of there, replace it with something better. I heard Jim Ron say the other morning. I was listening to him. Don't wish it was easy. I just wish it was better. You know what I'm saying? Don't wish for less challenges. Just wish for more skill.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that boy Jim Ron.
Yeah. He be talking.
Yeah.
But that's just it, man. Don't say, man, I wish it was easier for me because I'm black. Go get it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just work twice as hard.
Yeah.
It'll feel twice as better when you get it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So don't let that hinder you, man, from living your life, man. That's what I got. Jarvis, what you got, man?
Oh man, just pretty much same thing you said. I don't want to piggyback off you. Just replace that hate with love, man. Look at both sides of the fence, man. Like I said, don't look down on your other counterpart. Just eliminate that toxic mindset about the opposing race, man. Like I said, the Bible is all about love. The world is all about love, and just spread that love, and just love one another. Love one another. Like every day when I wake up, I just gotta remind myself to go to the rule, man. Just treat others as you want to be treated. And a lot of people fail. I want to say fail, but they just forget about that, man. Treat others as you want to be treated, and everything will fall in place. When God sees that you have that love and not that hate, man, He will bless you, and He will bless you to bless others. Like you said, CJ, pressure busts pipes, but pressure also builds diamonds. And iron sharpen iron. So, like I said, man, just build one another, build awareness from all situations, and man, just better yourself every day.
I like that, bro.
Yes, indeed.
I like that, man. You said you made the statement. You said when God sees that love, He'll bless you, which I do believe is 100% true. And that would be from a biblical Christian standpoint. Just that same concept from maybe a psychological, just strictly spiritual standpoint is you will attract love, right? Resources are love. Money is love, right? Friendships and certain type of relationships are love. And by, like you said, Jarvis, by sowing that, you would therefore reap that. Because you are what you attract. It's plenty cliches, birds of a feather flock together, however you want to say it. You are what you attract, right? Yeah. So, man, beautiful conversation, fellas. I definitely appreciate all your insight. Yeah. Appreciate those lovely examples. Hope that you never had to deal with that situation that you had at that grocery store by Wendy's again. Jarvis, I say I would have dropped my phone, man, but then, like you said, man, I bet your mind was just blank, man. And I'm closing, man. I'll tell you, the tide is rolling right now.
Oh yeah.
So
the tide is rolling.
I definitely got to end this, man. But man, Jarvis, when you said that, man, there was a video I watched one day, and I try not to get into these videos, man. I told y'all the other day, man, less than 1% of people actually die a violent death. Just because the media put all this bull crap out there, man, don't mean that it's how it's really going down. The world is actually a loving place, man. Just look outside, man. Birds chirping, trees growing. Sun rose today. Gonna rise tomorrow too. All right, you know what I'm saying? Like this really is a loving universe. Don't get it twisted. But man, it was a dude, and the police had the dude crawling towards him, and this dude was just scared. Like he was just scared, man. And he had his hands up, and he was actually crawling on the ground towards him. And they were giving him all these directions, and they were yelling and just all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And my man really didn't know what to do, man. That fear and all, he just really didn't know what to do, man. And they shot and killed that brother. On the ground, crawling towards them, trying as best he could to follow the directions, but the directions weren't clear. And he was scared. And he couldn't even really think about what he was supposed to be doing. And right there on the ground in that hallway, I guess it looks like they went to a hotel, man. They shot and killed him dead, man. Nevertheless, hey, it's an obstacle to triumph, man. I think we can all agree at this table that we're going to use it to get better. We're going to use it to be stronger. We're going to use it to sharpen each other.
Yeah.
All right, Trav, I always appreciate, man, when I call you in certain situations. I call you about the same stuff that we talk about on here, and you remind me of what I said, right?
Yeah.
And convict me with my own words,
yeah.
right? And boom, I have no choice at that point but to get right. That goes to say, man, hey, listen, we not perfect, dog.
Yeah.
Like, we really just some brothers just having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, we figuring it out too.
Yeah.
But we actually figuring it out with the truth.
Yeah.
We figuring it out through the right means. We're not gonna complain about it. We're gonna build about it. You know what I mean? We feeling our way around in the dark too. You know what I'm saying? Thing is, we actually using light in the dark. We're not bringing darkness to a dark situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Once again, man, I thank y'all for the conversation. I really enjoyed this topic. I'm sure that this would definitely be just like a part one of something.
Yeah.
It'll definitely be followed up with something else, man, because it's such a massive topic. It's a massive topic, and like I said, man, I can go on for days with the examples.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man, it's the What If Podcast, where possibility begins.
Yeah.
Check us out. Comment, share, repost us, text us, talk to us. Let us know what you think. Subscribe to our page, man. Hey, help us help others. Yeah. Especially if this benefited you, man. Help us help others, man. Help us be better. And also, like I said, help us get better. Let us know what you think. And if you disagree, I'm all about a disagreement. I believe that the best agreement comes through disagreement. You know what I mean? So let's make it happen together, man.
Yeah.
If y'all fellas good, I'm good.
I'm good.
You good?
Yeah,
you good?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man, we signing out.